It's practiced by more than 5 million people worldwide, and there's been an 11-year campaign to get it recognised, and it is closer than ever to becoming an Olympic sport. Katie Coates is the president of the International Pole Sports Federation. You've been leading the charge. Very good morning to you.
Morning.
First thing I want to say is, does it frustrate you that as soon as people think about or talk about pole dancing, they think there's something seedy about it?
I think it comes hand in hand with what we're trying to achieve, really. It's something I've become very used to, and in fact, it's spurred me on, really, to try and push this forward even more.
What is the history of it? Because, you know, people do associate it with certain types of clubs.
Yeah.
Actually, it started a long time ago.
Yeah.
So tell us about where it began.
All the way back, hundreds of years, in India, they do it. The Chinese pole have it, obviously, the pole that we know about as well. But we're doing something completely different. We're taking this to a sport and making it a sporting event.
OK, well, sport needs rules.
Yeah.
So what kind of rules would you have in pole dancing?
Oh, so we have everything from costume rules to time on the pole, to time walking between the poles, to floor work, to the moves that you can do. We have 300 moves that have been catalogued. Each one has their own set criteria, like set for, you must do this for 2 seconds.
What's the most difficult move of all?
Oh gosh, it depends. If your strength, I mean, there's spins where you have to do triple spins on the pole.
Do it as well.
We have a huge following of men. I mean, from our first World Championships 6 years ago, we had 4 men competing. This year we had 40, and now youth boys as well are taking part in the sport, which is incredible.
To be fair, it's gymnastics,
yes,
but with a pole.
Well, it's gymnastics, it's acrobatics, it's ballet, it's dance, it's so many different things, different forms of art and sport than it used to be.
So I was going to say, what needs to happen now? Because we often talk about things potentially becoming Olympic sports.
Sure.
What actually needs to happen for it to appear?
OK, so we now have the observer status, which means we have 2 years to meet the full criteria. Once we achieve that, we then can apply to the Olympic Committee to become recognised. Once we have that recognition, we can then lobby to become an Olympic sport.
And what about kind of age? At what point are you kind of too old to compete? Really?
Never too
old. So you could get 60-year-old Olympic?
We've had the oldest we've had, because we have a Masters 50 category.
Right.
So that's obviously 50 above.
Right.
And the oldest person we've competed at the Worlds is 64.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Is that a man or a woman?
It's a woman, Greta. She's American. She's amazing.
And if obviously I've never pole danced in my life. Well, if I was thinking about it, how long would it take me to be reasonably proficient?
Well, I think in a 6-week course, really.
6 weeks?
Yeah, you can do some basic spins and things like that, perhaps even some lifts.
Well, Susanna was saying that she was thinking of doing it when she stopped Strictly.
Because there are classes locally. I think it's a fantastic way to stay fit. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But people just sort of snigger as soon as you mention it.
Yeah, but I think now that we've got this recognition, it's a huge step for us and being taken seriously. All the interviews that I've had have all been incredibly serious and interested. A lot less sniggering than what it used to be.
Well, I have to say, I mean, Susanna pointed out that it started way back in pre-Middle Ages.
Yeah,
in
12th century
India. And it's only been a very short period of time that it became associated with sex clubs, basically, and dodgy nightclubs. Only a very short period of time. So I'm sure you can overcome that.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything has its place, doesn't it? And that's the beauty of our sport. You could do it in any way and shape and form that you wish. Empowering, sporting, artistic.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Well done, Lisa. That was fantastic. Really impressive.